Welcome back to some more things Wright is attorney trials and tribulations. In the last part, ladies and gentlemen, we I believe Iris was like talking about she lied again, which is annoying. She's talking about how she somehow moved the body over the bridge to Hazakura Temple, but we proved that wasn't possible, considering that the bridge was on fire. So, how did she do it? Let's find out. Other than walking over the bridge, there's no way to move the body. So I must have just gotten confused, I guess. What's that? I must have got confused. What is the point of you, woman? This was the snow still falling, or how this stuff? Does it really matter that much? Or are you saying that there's a way to cross a burning bridge? No. Fly? Did you fly? I think you flied. I, the thing is like this all somehow links back to Larry's pointing of seeing Iris somehow fly, and I'm asking myself the question of like, is he right? Because look, like in this game, right? There's like spirit mediums, there's like possession, like so. Who knows what kind of mystical crap that they might pull out of their butts? I don't know. It's certainly burnt to a crisp, and on the suspension wire, and one of the suspension wires is gone. It's amazing the whole bridge isn't full. Clearly, it would be impossible to carry across the bridge in this condition, unless you do something unless I do something to discredit this testimony. It's going to be deemed as true. Alright, I'm back. Just need to go to the toilet for a second there. I'm only going to say it one more time. Wait, what are you gonna say? It's only humans that err, and only humans can spot the errors of our ways. The more sense he makes, the less sense he makes. Okay. So, this testimony is pretty all over the place. True. Yes, but if the snow had already stopped when the incident took place, I couldn't have crossed the bridge. Yep. But I think it's just like God said. The body did make it across somehow. But you seem to quite sure of yourself, yes? Does she really think an apology is gonna get her off the hook? Seriously, this testimony is literally all over the place. I'm not really sure what she's talking about. You're giving a sworn testimony in court of law. Let me ask you a question. Do you remember what the weather was like 1 week ago today? Well, alright. Naturally, it was She makes a good point, but like, snow is rare. Like, I would remember when it was snowing. No one wants to hear about your childhood traumas, right? By the time the murder took place, the snow had already stopped. If you insist on obsessing over that one statement, let's see some proof. So some evidence that the body somehow crossed the bridge while it was on fire. Oh, okay. I think I know what he wants, or whatever. Well, I don't see why there couldn't be a way to cross. Mr. Wright, don't you think that sounds a bit silly? A dead body crossing a burning bridge. Did anyone actually witness such a thing? Yes, I know exactly who did. This is a huge gamble because even I don't know how this happened. But there's only one person who saw something that day, right? And I don't. Even if I don't know the exact answer yet, I still have some way. I think that's it. That doesn't matter. What's that? Is this the one? Oh God, no, no. Other than walking, there's no way to move. Is that the body of the bridge? There's just this is bullshit. This can't be real. But it's the only thing we got. This cannot be real. Like a dead body flying over the burning bridge. I wouldn't exactly rule it out a possibility. You saying is possible, don't make me laugh. It's the only thing that's possible about your claim is that it pull out thin air. Oh God. In any case, we have a witness who did see it happen. Yep. I don't know how. I just. Hopefully, we're able to find out. Mr. Lee's doing him brilliant and highly gifted apprentice. Highly gifted. Wow, you're giving him way too much praise. You're giving him way too much praise. Remember what he said in his testimony? That night, he was at the mountainside having the hole. Did we break his cycle lock? I think we did. I think you've all seen the sketch before. Yep. It's the exact drawing of what you witnessed that night. And it is... I just don't see... Are you serious? Today's not April Fool's Day, is it? No, it's the 22nd of November, 2017. It's a nice day. It's a nice Wednesday. It's Wednesday, my dudes, when I'm recording this. I usually record on Wednesdays anyway, because it's the only day I have free. Well, Trite, there's nowhere for you to hide now. Other than looking like it was drawn by a 6-year-old. Does this sketch really prove anything? Yes, I'm pretty sure it does, and I'm going to prove it. Listen, I know your tricks. You're trying to turn this whole thing upside down. If you're so eager to turn this case upside down, why not start with the sketch? Upside down? Right? Wait. Oh! Oh dear. I think I know what he's talking about. What exactly is this sketch trying to show? This is why I think. Or finish. Look carefully. Think it over. The sketch drawing, at least the name is completely exactly what happened. Evidence of nothing. Exactly what happened. Yep. You can see it right here in the sketch. Whoosh. You know, you're starting to remind me of yesterday's witness. That was the last thing I wanted to hear. Do you have anything the victim flew? I don't think the victim flew. He's talking about it upside down. I have this really weird feeling that even if you're a lousy lawyer, at least one at least wait, what the hell? Even if you're a lousy lawyer, at least you're one cup worth of entertainment. There must be some way. I just know it. There must be some way to use live sketches to show the truth of what happened. Alright then. The witness will now hear return to her testimony. Yes, Your Honor. Oh, what? I didn't get in trouble for that? I did something wrong. Hold on a second. Okay, turn this upside down. What do you see? You see the bridge, and you see the suspension wires, right? Okay. Okay. So And you see the suspension wires, the bridge and the suspension wires underneath it. Oh my god! I think I got it. Okay. So this, what I was supposed to say is, I am right. I can't believe we're looking at this. I admit I didn't really understand it before, but I get it now. It shows the truth. Well then. Alright then, let's hear your defensive theory. What exactly is this sketch trying to show? Alright, Phoenix. Look carefully and think it over. The sketch drawn by Louis Denim is a complete contradiction. Yeah, it's funny because people can't fly. I was wrong. At least Denim started it over and over. That the sketch was exactly what he saw. Oh yes! From the way he's looking at it, it looks upside down, doesn't it? Then the sketch contradicts reality as you know it. The sketch contradicts reality. Ha! This is getting interesting. Looks like you're back to the finger pointing again. Okay, Trite. So what exactly contradicts reality? The suspension wires. If I can present them. The wires that connect the bridge. The wire. Ha! That's the thing that contradicts reality? It is indeed. Then show us the reality that supposedly conflicts with. Show us something that will point out. It is the thing you gave us. The Dusky Bridge photo. Yes. Now compare the sketch and the photo for a minute. In the sketch, the wires appear to be above the guard wires. But on the actual Dusky Bridge, jumping Jehoshaphat, Batman. I didn't know that the judge was secretly Robin. From the 1990s, 1980s, probably 1980s, 1980s Batman with Adam West, R.I.P. Adam West. This sketch is somewhat different. Died last year, I think, or was it this year? I'm not sure. I mean, both years kind of coincide. I mean, seriously, this year has just flown. We're in November already. Like, damn. Like, this year has literally flown by. Like light speed. With someone like Larisse, I mean, I feel like the older you are, the shorter years are. Because I think maybe because you're going into the same rhythm, you know, weeks and like these days I think of like, I don't think of days, I think of weeks. You know, I go through day by day and it's like time just goes like light speed. He waited and finally laid down. Like 2 hours is, depending on where you are. I know like lightning is far. Sorry, my partner wasn't lying. He was lying on his back, wasn't he? Yes. See, he's lying on his back. He was looking at it, and he was looking at the bridge. So he sees it upside down. That's the exact reason the wires in the sketch go up instead of down. Louis Denim witnessed the event while he was lying on his back face up. In other words, the scene that he saw was actually upside down. So then this sketch would literally, you finally get it, Your Honor. The correct way to view this sketch is like this. That's how it actually looks. The victim's body wasn't flying above the bridge. It was actually swinging from below. That's right, like a pendulum. Okay, that kind of shocked me. I didn't know that. A pendulum. The bridge was burning to a crisp. There's no way to get across it. But if the body had been found in the temple, it would have caused problems. This is where the criminals decided to take a gamble. They used the burning bridge to get the body to the other side. And a pendulum was the only way to get it done. let's think about this a minute, shall we? Dusky Bridge is 20 yards long, which means it's about it's about the, it's about that far from the inner temple to the opposite cliff. Yes, that sounds right. In order to cover that distance for a pendulum, you need a rope at least 10 yards long. To get a rope that long, you have to have plan ahead. Yeah, that lightning strike that night can only have been an accident, so it doesn't make sense that the criminal would have prepared the rope beforehand. So then the criminal, they didn't have to get the rope ready. The rope was already right there in front of the criminal. What? I'm saying it was just a matter of using what was already there. Yeah, I kind of figured it out now. I know. What makes the criminal create a permanent? I'm going to show him it's this Dusky Bridge photo. If you want, I know that straight up, cause there is look. It's a piece of rope hanging right there. Yeah, one of the wires from the bridge. That's crazy to me because there's simply no other way to move the body. It's a hell of a stretch. Like that's crazy. Like seriously, whoever thought that up was crazy. Mr. Godo, that's a lot of coffee. Is it possible to have a coffee overdose? Because I think maybe Godo might be might running into it. Possible or impossible? That's not the question we need to ask. There's only one question. Did that really happen? Yep. Try it. I wonder if you can prove what happened to us. Do you have any any actual evidence that the body was swung over like a pendulum? Oh god! I didn't even mean to do that, but it was something that I was thinking of. Like I pressed the wrong button, but see how she fell from 10 feet. I didn't even I was going to show you my logic, but I pressed the present button, but I got it right anyway. Look at the map. We can see that the one that wait. Look at the map. We can see it's the one that was in front of in the temple. So then, that was a spot where the criminal. Yes, precisely. Now let's consider the body's movement by looking at the overhead map again. If the body was pushed from here, it would have dropped at the opposite bank at approximately this point. Well, they must have failed to catch the body at the end of the bank. Well, obviously, because no one was there to catch it. Her body was dropped from that distance. Take a look at this autopsy report. It says here that her body fell about 10 feet after her death. It's most likely the height difference between the two sides. The body overswung due to forward momentum, but then came loose and fell about 10 feet. And then, as a result of impact landing, the crystal sphere was not loose. Yes, the bloodstained amethyst crystal. The one that came off of Miss Lisa's star. And even more importantly, the place where this crystal sphere was found. Indeed, I believe it's already marked on this overhead map. The crystal was found... precisely, Your Honor. in the very spot where the pendulum would arrive if given the right amount of speed. This is crazy. This explains your theory quite well. You have provided us with a way the body could have been moved that night. An impressive deduction, Mr. Wright. Very impressive. He threw coffee at our face. I thought this cold coffee might help cool you down. What is the meaning of this, Godo? That was a dark and bitter guess you made, tried. But you forget about one thing. What would that be? The aroma. Huh? A coffee's most reliable accomplice is its deep and profound aroma. The rest of the quote doesn't speak Coffinese. Can you elaborate a bit more? If the criminal has sent the body to the other side, like you say, then naturally there must have been an accomplice lying in wait to catch it. An accomplice? The criminal wasn't able to cross Dusky Bridge, so who collected the body? What do you have to say to that, Try? True. Mr. Gordo is correct. This can't be the work of a single person. The body couldn't have made it to Hazagura Temple without an accomplice. Very well, if you please. Who is the person who received the body? I have this beautiful feeling that it was her. Yeah, I'm right. Thank God. Oh God. Yeah. That's what I think. But I don't see why you're so surprised. The only way to transport the body from Dusky Bridge is by snowmobile. But with her bad back, Sister Bikini could never pick up a body like that. You're the only one that could have managed it. Trite, were you even listening to the witness's testimony? On the night of the crime, this little cutie pie was on cleanup duty. that's a lie. I haven't forgotten. But have you, Mr. Godo? The witness was also seen at Hazagura Temple, desecrating the corpse of the victim. Strange indeed. It's almost as if, on that night, the defendant was in two different places at the time. Yep. Let me ask you something. Why didn't you mention it when you first gave your testimony? Mention what? The pendulum, of course. Using the sketch drawn by an eyewitness, I have established how the body was moved using the burnout bridge, which means it's now a fact that this occurred, something you should have already known. But the body couldn't have been passed along to the other side without your help. So you should have known about it. In fact, it's impossible for you to be clueless about this whole thing. Unless you're not really Irish to begin with. What? How can you say that, Mr. Wright? What kind of nonsense is this? You're saying that this witness isn't Irish from Hazagura Temple? Are you serious? Trite? You mean this woman is? Yep. No one besides Iris that could have received that costume that night. Now I get it. Now I know why I've been sick to my stomach during this trial. Why her whole demeanor changed so suddenly from yesterday. And why she's trying to pin this murder on Maya. That woman that's standing there at the witness stand. Her real name is Sister Bikini. No, I'm kidding. It's only one person. It's only one person. Started whole phone. I knew it'd be back. I knew it. They said you were dead. I knew it was bullshit. I knew it was bull. Oh my god. You're looking at her, Miss Dahlia Hawthorne. Name rings some bells. Distant bells, but bells nonetheless. It's just your imagination, Gramps. This file contains all the relevant data about Dahlia Hawthorne. She's dead, apparently. Oh yes, I remember now. That case, 5 years ago. You were part of it. My name is Dahlia Hawthorne. I just wanted to say it's an honor for me to be your humble noble president. But according to this, Dahlia Hawthorne is already dead. It says her execution was carried out last month. No. So what? Death has no meaning in this courtroom. What the hell is he talking about? What the hell is he talking about? I don't know what he's talking about. Wait a moment. How can you, my sister? She's already dead. What kind of? You of all people should already understand. After all, the blood of the master of the Curain channeling technique flows within that body. Where have I heard that? That's right. You're not Dahlia Hawthorne yourself. You're the spirit of Dahlia, currently inhabiting the body of a spirit medium. Oh my god! Do not tell me. What an exciting story. Exciting, but quite possible. What the hell? There is no way. Just, what? You're asking us to buy that Dahlia Hawthorne just happened to be challenged by someone? Channeled by someone. On the very night of the murder to a temple where her twin sister Iris was. Well, if you're going to put things this that way, then yes. I knew she was being channeled by somebody. So she is actually dead. But I knew she was being I had that feeling quite a bit ago. I thought Pearls may have channeled her. But then she said how she couldn't channel her. So it's all written in these instructions. These instructions were written by your mother, Morgan Fay, and part of a plan called for Dahlia Hawthorne to be channeled. That night, there were 2 irises at Hazard Temple. 2 of them? Even the time of the channeling was planned out. As soon as you hear the lights out bell, in other words 10 p.m. However, Iris was seen before dinner time. That means the Iris that was at dinner was the real Iris. And the Iris who gave this hood in the gave me this hood in the main hall was also the real Iris. Meaning that the Iris Sister Bikini saw in a temple was someone else dressed as her, namely one Dahlia Hawthorne. Do you even know what you're saying, Wright? This whole channeling the spirit of Dahlia Hawthorne business. Yes, it's true that you found plans that talk about it. However, there's one thing that's perfectly clear. The witness currently standing in the witness stand is the real Iris. What? Calm down and remember what you know about the night of the crime. After meeting Sister Bikini, the Dahlia Hawthorne that has been channeled would have been stranded in the temple due to the lightning strike. It was later that the body was moved by pendulum. That's right. Naturally, that would mean the Iris that received the body was the real Iris. Are you with me so far? Yep. After being notified of what happened, the police came to Hazard Temple's main hall. There, they found Iris in her room and arrested her. And ever since, she's been under police supervision at the detention center. Yes, I suppose. Can't deny any of that. Oh, thank goodness. It looks like he's finally convinced. But something still feels off. Way off. I I'm still not convinced that the iris here is the same one from the other night. I suppose you're about to say something really ridiculous. Like the real Iris and the spirit of Dahlia somehow switch places. Switch places? To be perfectly honest, there are still quite a few things I don't understand and but don't know. That, that unless we confirm the witness's identity, we cannot continue with this trial. Iris doesn't have the spiritual power needed to channel Dahlia, which means they must have switched places somewhere. Well, Miss Wright, since the time she was arrested at Hazakura Temple, had there any chance? Yes, when she ran off. I think there might have been one chance. Explain yourself. Yesterday, for a few minutes, Iris's whereabouts were unknown. Unknown? What do you mean by that? What do you mean? What I mean is, there was a span of time in which Iris was able to move freely unsupervised. Well, who was it? Who would give murder suspect time to move freely? I'm sorry. I know you didn't mean to. It wasn't your fault. The person who gave Iris a chance to move freely was... Sorry, mate. I'm gonna have to throw you in the deep end. The This is Mr. Edgeworth, isn't it? Your Honor, there was a fairly large earthquake yesterday, was there not? An, an earthquake? How could I have? She fled. She escaped. She escaped. Ah. We went to the inner temple right away. And it's true, Iris was already there. However, they had already switched places by that point in time. When I arrived at the training hall, I was met by none other than Dahlia Hawthorne. That's quite enough already, Mr. Wright. Now see here, no judge in his right mind would consider it is her. It's been a long time, Mr. Judge. Guess I'll have to ask again. Upon meeting a beautiful lady, always ask for her name and profession. That's one of my rules. Dahlia Hawthorne. And my current profession? Permanently retired. Well, you are dead. I wonder how the afterlife is. So, you're not going to bother hiding your identity anymore, huh? Why should I? After all, I'm dead. There's really nothing you can do to punish me. We'll end it, ladies and gentlemen. For Phoenix and for her. Oh my god. This is crazy! Oh god, this is crazy. Oh my god, this is nuts. I knew she was being channeled. I knew at one point I knew, but there was just so much other stuff that they were pointing out that just didn't seem like it fit. But I had it in my head that she was being channeled by somebody, and then I knew that she was around, but at one point I didn't think she was dead, and then they said that she was dead, and I was like, okay, maybe she is actually dead, and then Phoenix said that maybe she swapped places, and then I figured it out. She must have been channeled by somebody. Oy vey, what, what a revelation, ladies and gentlemen. What a revelation. And we will put an end to this in the next part. Hopefully, I don't know how long. I think if I'm right, oh god, uh, yeah, it'll be a bit of stuff before. There'll be a bit of stuff before it's the end, but hopefully we'll be finishing this game sooner rather than later. So thank you guys for watching today's part. If you did enjoy it, please hit that like button. I really appreciate it. And of course, subscribe for more. And I'll see you guys later for some more Phoenix Wright is Attorney, Trials, and Tribulations.